Okay, so I'm going to do the full cost breakdown of this car, what it cost me to get it, fix it, and bring it back to how it is now. So without wasting any time, I'll get straight into it. The first thing was buying the car. So the price of the car plus delivery and after all of the fees and everything like that came to £3,662.80. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, whether I paid a bit too much for this. I think I did, but oh well, you live and you learn. So that was that. Then I had to get the keys programmed for it because it came with no keys. So to get the keys, well, 2 keys, and to get them programmed cost £220. So yes, to get this key, 2 of them, £220. I don't think that was too bad. A lot of other places were charging me a lot more money to get that done, so I wasn't too unhappy about getting the keys for this for £220. Okay, this next thing, the slam panel that I got for this car, as you guys know if you saw the video, it was damaged, so I had to get a new one. That cost me $89.75. Let me just double check that's right. So yeah, that was correct. So the slam panel was $89.75 for that. Then the front crash bar, that was £66.13. And front right, so this the driver's side of the car, there's a clip here for the bumper, like a black clip that the bumper then clips into. The one on this side was damaged, so I had to buy one of those. That was £30. Okay, now going under the bonnet, just so I can show you. The windscreen washer bottle here, it was actually fine, but the motor on it was gone, and it was cheaper for me to buy the windscreen washer bottle and the motor together than just buying the motor separately, from what I could find. So this was £25 for the new windscreen washer bottle. Okay, then there's the fog light. If you remember also, the connector for this fog light was broken, so I had to buy a new one. That was £7.99 just for the connector. Then the actual fog light itself I had to get, that was £27.75 for the fog light. Then the front bumper, I had to get that because the other one was broken. This was £239 for the front bumper. But if you remember, this side of it was damaged all over here and whatnot, which I did then repair. But yeah, the whole bumper coming with the damage was £239. Remember, this wheel was messed up because obviously the car was in an accident, and it actually broke the tie rods. So the inner tie rod cost me £15.91, and the outer tie rod cost me £14.23 for the outer tie rod. And if you guys remember what this did look like, it was completely like bent and snapped in half. Both front wheels are pretty messed up, so I had to get 2 new tires for both front wheels. One of the tires cost me £60, the other one cost me £70. As well as the tires being messed up, the alloys were also messed up, so I had to get 2 new alloys for the fronts as well. One of them cost me £107, and the other one cost me £129. Though it's blurred right now, I did get a new license plate because the other one was bodied. So this cost me £63.97. Now you might be like, yes, like wow, that's quite expensive. I got shortened plates and they're like a 4D lettering on it as well. So I got that for the front and the rear as well. So that's why it came to so much. And thinking back to it now, I should have just bought regular plates and just put them on. It would have cost me like £20. But yeah. I then had to get the V5 for this car because I did not have the V5 when it came. So that cost me £25 to fill out the V62 form and send that off. So that was £25, and then shipping it and all of that to DVLA to get the V5 then cost me £11.40. Let me just check real quick. So shipping it and stuff came to £11.48. but actually applying and getting the V5 was £25. So to fix this, I had to buy some paint so that I could paint this the same color as the rest of the car. For the paint, it cost me £24.99, and that was enough to actually paint this part of the bumper there, and to paint the fog lights around that was there as well, because that came in a white primer. So I had to paint that, and I had to obviously paint the repair for this side of the bumper as well. I had to buy clips so that I could actually put in the fog light and screw them in. Those clips cost me £9.25. I also bought new pads and discs for the front wheels. That came to £84.99. Those were very much needed because the brake pads were absolutely done and so were the discs on this. So I had to get those changed. So the actual fog light trim, which is this red part, was £66.74. Very expensive for this little trim thing. I don't know why they were that expensive, but it was. I didn't even include this black part inside of it. It was just the red part. And the annoying thing is mine came bent, which I didn't realize until after I painted it. So that's why here you can see the gap, and like round here it doesn't really fit properly because this part is kind of bent inwards, which is annoying. I could probably fix it by applying some heat to it and just reshaping the plastic, but I couldn't be bothered, so no. But yeah, that was the most annoying thing about this, because it just makes this area look a bit tacky. So I was annoyed about that, but yeah, that's how much that cost. The black trim here was £34.90. So all in all, this front trim was very expensive. Then there's the lower grille at the bottom of the bumper down there. That was £28. I got that second hand, so that was not brand new. Oh yeah, let me also preference this by saying I could have saved a lot more money rebuilding this if I bought the majority of the things second hand, or went to like a scrapyard or whatnot and just got stuff off of cars, or cars that they were breaking or whatnot. I stupidly bought everything brand new. Well, most of the things brand new. Like the bumper wasn't brand new, that wasn't brand new, but like I think everything else other than the alloys that I've mentioned so far were brand new. So yeah, if you are thinking about rebuilding a sort of car or anything like this and you want to be more cost efficient, don't buy everything brand new. If you can, just get stuff second hand. It'll be much cheaper and much better for you in the long run. But yeah, bottom grille, £28. If you guys also remember, when I tried to get this wheel off, I couldn't because the lug nuts were swollen. So I had to buy new lug nuts, and I bought 16 of them because they came as a pack of 16, and that cost me £18.20. But I only ended up using 4 of them anyway because I just needed 4 for this wheel. So £18.20 for those. When you come to the airbox, you've got this pipe here. It's actually split into 2 pipes. So there's this short one here that stops here, that goes from here into the airbox. That one cost me £24.99. Then this one from here to here cost me £39.98. So once again, another item, if I did not buy those brand new, would have been a lot cheaper. Also, the annoying thing is, when I first got this car, this piece was actually fine, and somewhere in time it somehow got broken. So that was a very annoying purchase, knowing that I had to buy one of these when I already had one that was perfectly fine and somehow it broke. So yeah, that was annoying. As you probably know as well, the wheel arch liner was broken on this side. So to get the wheel arch lining, a new one all the way across, was £54.11. So again, could have probably got it cheaper if I got it second hand. I didn't end up showing this in the video, which is what I'm realizing, but the lower control arm, so I'm not even sure if you can see it, but under the car, just the lower control arm that's at the bottom, I think also called like a wishbone or something along those lines, but that was bent and I had to get a new one of those, and that cost £49.95. And to finish it all off, I had to get the car aligned. It wasn't no fancy laser alignment or anything like that, so it only cost me £20 to get the car aligned. So now the steering wheel's straight and drives good, and that then leaves the car complete. So if my maths is correct, getting the car, fixing it back to roadworthy standards, having MOT and everything. I didn't put the MOT price in this because no, that wasn't a part of fixing the car, but I had to get that done anyway. But getting it back to roadworthy standards in total cost £5,326.11. It hurts to say, yes, as for me that's a big number. Maybe some of you are, built different and are loaded with money, and that doesn't sound too bad to you, but to me that hurts. But yeah, so that's how much this cost in total to rebuild fully. But I'll say this again: if you are planning on doing something like this, rebuilding a car or whatnot, go for second-hand parts. Don't buy everything brand new, because it will rack up the price very quickly and very easily. So just stick to going to breaker yards or buying second-hand parts on eBay, Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, anything like that, because it will save you a lot of money in the long run, because these little parts here, there do add up over time. But that's how much it costs, £5,326.11. Let me know in the comments if you think I overspent on this, or if you think it was alright. Would you pay that much to rebuild a 1 litre Ford Fiesta ST line? Thinking back to it, I wouldn't, no. But once again, I wanted to get this car as something to practice on, like learn how to fix cars, rebuild cars, do all this sort of stuff. Because I'm a very hands-on person when it comes to learning. I can read and learn about stuff online, but I'll never fully grasp it properly until I actually do it myself. I learn so much better actually doing something rather than just taking in information about it and technically learning about it. So yeah, if you do want to do anything like this, I do recommend it. If you have the space or the money to do it, go for it. It's quite enjoyable if you're into cars, fixing cars, rebuilding cars, anything like that. So I did have a good time rebuilding this from a perspective of making profit on this. I will definitely not make profit selling this car at all. I can tell you that for a fact. I will definitely lose money selling this car. But I did it more for the experience and for the fun of it. And I had a good time. So that's the end of the video. If you guys did like the video, leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And till next time, peace.